All right, so this is part 2 of mastering Kenya Jade's track called Connect to You.
Got a whole lot of love. Pray for all of our healing.
So I'm going to take you through the dynamics processing of how I mastered this song. And the first thing that I have in my dynamics chain is parallel compression. And the idea with this is to really heavily compress the signal and then blend that really compressed signal back in with your dry signal. And hopefully that's going to bring out some of the low level detail in the track and add some body to it. I'll play it before and after.
Got a whole lot of love. Pray for all of our healing.
And the settings for parallel compression are going to be something along the lines of a high ratio. So in this case, I have 4:1. The attack is going to be pretty fast and the release is going to be fairly slow. Take a look at how much gain reduction we're actually getting.
Got a whole lot of love.
Right? At some points, it's like minus 25 decibels of gain reduction, which is quite a lot. And then this knob right here allows me to blend in this really compressed signal back with our dry signal, or the uncompressed signal. And I have this knob dialed to -12. The second plugin that I have is a clipper. And the idea with this one is just to catch those like really heavy transients, add a little bit of character to them. But I'm not looking to do anything really drastic in terms of like overly saturating it.
Got a whole lot of love.
And that's going to help out a little bit for our next stage of glue compression and then make it a little bit easier on our limiter as well when we get there. So the third plugin that I have is another Pro C2. And this time, instead of parallel compression, it's adding glue compression, or making the track feel a little bit more cohesive and just kind of like all together.
Got a whole lot of love. Pray for all of our healing.
That's doing quite a bit. I have the threshold set to give us about 2 to 3 decibels of gain reduction. The ratio is a little bit more conservative this time. It's at about 2.5 to 1. The attack is fast, but it's not as fast as in the parallel compression. And the idea with this is that I wanted the attack to be fast, but I didn't want it to be so fast that it was getting rid of like the snappiness on those transients, which we just tried to emphasize with like the parallel compression and the clipping. And the release is a medium to slow release.
Got a whole lot of love. Pray for all of our healing.
Lastly, I have a FABFILTER Pro L2 doing some limiting. So again, nothing drastic. This is a pretty smooth track overall, so I'm not looking to add any harmonic distortion or anything like that. It's doing at most about 2 decibels of gain reduction.
Got a whole lot of love.
And that's really it. It's only 4 plugins. I'm not doing anything really drastic because it's a pretty smooth sounding song and I wanted to keep that vibe and character. If you guys want to check out how I did the sonics processing for this track, you can find it on my profile. But yeah, I hope that helps.